A serious crisis is happening in Kaduna State where armed criminals have made an unusual demand before they will start discussions about freeing 166 Christian worshippers taken during a church service. These offenders are requesting payment of 28.9 million naira as compensation for motorcycles they say were lost during a military operation before they will talk about releasing the kidnapped people. This bold request has shocked many Nigerians and brings up important questions about security in the northwestern part of the country. The kidnapping happened when armed individuals entered a church in Kaduna State during worship and forcefully took away 166 church members. Relatives of those taken have been experiencing extreme worry since that day, desperately wanting their family members to return safely. But instead of normal ransom discussions that usually follow such criminal activities, the criminals have added this extra money demand that they say must be paid first. They are saying that during a recent military action against their locations, several motorcycles belonging to them were either destroyed or taken, and they want the government or the relatives of those kidnapped to pay them for these losses before any conversations about releasing the hostages can start. This situation shows a concerning change in the methods used by criminal organizations operating in the northwestern region. Motorcycles have become important equipment for these criminals, helping them move quickly through challenging areas, carry out attacks, and get away before security personnel can arrive. The fact that they are now trying to get payment for losing these tools shows how confident these groups have become. It also shows the difficult problems facing security agencies who are trying to stop these criminals while also protecting innocent hostages. The relatives of the kidnapped worshippers face a very difficult situation. Many of them are regular Nigerians who do not have the resources to pay such large amounts of money. The 28.9 million naira request for the motorcycles is separate from whatever ransom the criminals will later demand for actually releasing the hostages. This means relatives could possibly need to pay tens of millions or even hundreds of millions of naira in total. Some family members have been talking to reporters, sharing their frustration and feelings of powerlessness. They are asking the government to step in and secure the freedom of their family members through methods other than payment. But the current situation suggests that without some form of discussion or military response, these hostages remain in serious danger. Security experts have mentioned that paying the motorcycle compensation would create a dangerous example. If criminals can successfully get payments for losses that happened during proper military operations against them, it basically means they can operate freely and even make money from government efforts to stop them. This creates a twisted reward system where criminal groups benefit rather than face consequences for their activities. Some professionals are requesting a firm approach where no payments are made and military pressure is increased, while others say that the priority must be saving the lives of the 166 hostages, even if it means making difficult compromises for now. The Kaduna state government has been working with security agencies to handle the situation, but progress has been limited. The state has had many kidnapping incidents over the past several years, with schools, villages, and now religious buildings becoming targets. The mental impact on communities is extremely serious. People are scared to gather for religious services, children are removed from schools, and business activities in affected areas have stopped. The criminals operate from forest hiding places that cross state boundaries, making organized security responses difficult. If you are getting useful information from this content and you want to receive updates on important news happening across the country and beyond, please remember to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you stay informed. Your support helps us keep bringing you these important stories. The federal government's handling of the security situation in the Northwest has been heavily discussed. While there have been military operations and some achievements in stopping criminal camps, the main problem continues. Critics say that more needs to be done to handle the root causes of criminal activity, including poverty, unemployment, and lack of government presence in remote areas. Others mention the need for better equipment and information gathering for security personnel. There are also requests for community-based solutions that involve local leaders and traditional authorities who understand the area and the social situations of their regions. Religious leaders across the country are criticizing the attack on worshippers and are requesting prayers and action. The fact that people cannot safely gather to practice their faith represents a basic violation of rights that should be protected in any organized society. Church organizations are organizing support for the relatives of those affected and putting pressure on authorities to make their rescue a priority. Groups representing different faiths are also speaking out, recognizing that this is not just an issue for one religion, but a national security crisis that impacts everyone regardless of their beliefs. The financial cost of insecurity in the country is enormous. Beyond the immediate ransoms paid and lives lost, there are wider impacts on investment, agricultural production, and social development. Farmers in affected areas cannot access their farmlands, leading to food security worries. Businesses are moving to safer regions, and talented young people are leaving the country completely in search of security and opportunity somewhere else. Until the government can demonstrate a sustained ability to protect its citizens and restore order in affected regions, these economic problems will continue. As this situation in Kaduna continues, the attention of the nation remains focused on what happens next. Will the government negotiate? Will they pay the motorcycle compensation? Will there be a military rescue operation? Or will families be left to handle this crisis on their own? These are questions that need answers, and the 166 people whose lives are at risk deserve quick and effective action. This story reminds us all of how fragile peace and security can be and the urgent need for comprehensive solutions to the challenges facing the country today.